Good against Dark Seer with your Searing Chain, stop him from surging away.
Yeah, you can also kill your trees with the
Kind of anti-melee safe lane farming hero. He's always been used as that. Great up against Mushi's Ember Spirit, limiting how much farm he's getting while the courier is going to get sniped at mid. And the bottle was on it. It was empty, but still. Point in his Nature's Guise, so there's no invisibility. Mushi is not level 6 yet, so 2 points in Searing Chains and 2 in the Flame Guard. They'll find Fenrir with the Snowball. Yeah, you're right. Super comes in with the razors, throw them out, and down goes Mushi. How? Finds one, looking for the second. Ohio, he's got ice shards left, but nothing else to save his own life, and How picks up a double kill. Super chasing down, he's got double razors, he's got a right click in between, but he's not going to find the timing.
I'll try to accomplish with the Visage getting soul XP in the top lane, but at the same time you have to think about the dogs are getting soul XP as well. So yeah, very questionable play in my opinion. They should have waited like a good more minute or something like that. And
like I just assumed he was level 6. In fact, Johnny's getting dived here by How. There's no points in Vortex, but the point in Raise from Super up to level 4. How? He's got a TP scroll and he'll make his way out with the Living Armor helping. Super does not have that luxury. He's got no TP. He's going to get slowed. Going to get kited a little bit here as Ketchik Ember. He's got Grave Chill in 4 seconds time and saw something, but the raise out from Super finishes him off, and he's going to turn and fight KYXY with a long range raise, or the medium range missing. He's just going to try and tank through this, but he'll give up his life in the end.
I think that's still fine.
Oh, mid lane, FY. Is he going to die? He's got Grave, he's got Stick Charges, he's got Heal. He's going to get chased by Mushi. Body block through. How comes in, though. There's the heal bomb onto Mushi. He finds the kill, but How now on the chase. Still no point in Vortex, but Mushi's giving up his life here. How? One more zip, and there's the clip.
At the same time in the top lane, lots of action. iceiceice's going to get away. Just so much action, even though they've switched the players. As you see, like Mushi is always the one being active on his heroes, and Ketchik Imba seems to be the one walking around by himself, farming a lot.
And here come the TP, bot lane, the Dazzle think he'd got on, but Mushi, Remnants out in Ohio, slowed down and Super with the haste. There's one, and here comes the Embrace onto iceiceice for good Grave. FY catches him, the wall's down, and Requiem, KYXY gonna follow his brethren to the grave as 3 drops for 1 in exchange. Super haste for another good 10-15 seconds will finish off Ketchik Imba. 4 for 1.
Yeah, one more can you ask for than a haster, and that's an Super.
Keep the mech out there, and Visage has a medallion on top of all of this. Ohio, with one big snowball, they could take a decent fight.
Yeah, it's going to be hard, but they're going to have to try. I think they have a good shot.
Come down the ramp and find iceiceice. KYXY throws down the Viper Strike, and there's the curse. Fenrir is going to come in with the upgrade throw, and iceiceice is graved up. The Requiem wound up and thrown out. iceiceice is still not dead. They turn back onto Mushi, and How he's going to chase him up onto the high ground. Mushi, no remnants remaining, drops, and in the end, they've lost 2. A buyback has come out from Tusk. He's rejoined the fight. Super tries to get out of the razors. He's got the heal, he's got the stick charge, he's got the living armor, and there's just no way Fnatic are actually bringing him down until that one final right click out from KYXY does do so. How? With the Iron Shell, with the living armor, with Mushi who bought back on top of all of this. A ridiculous trade. I'm not even sure how that ended up. That was basically what, a 4 for 1? And Storm, How is just not done? He's got the living armor and Iron Shell, finds Ohio again. That's a dieback from 2. Johnny chased down. How doesn't want to give up. He's going to find another. FY takes the final hit in there and secures the kill, but man, Fnatic start. They've got the Storm Orchid is actually pretty much done. Fully completed and going to be on its way on the courier soon. That's 20-minute Bloodstone Orchid plus your Tread Stick and Bottle.
Yeah, that has to be one of the tasks there with most farm storm in a while. Who do you think gets Sega there? It seems like How.
I think Super at this point is pretty difficult to kill, especially with 2,000 gold heading into your S&Y Skadi. Your next big stat item is going to be pretty difficult to take down. Even go for a Butterfly as your next. But here's the Dust. Ohio throws the Dust down. Mushi, Searing Chain's not going to land onto anyone. There's the good sleight of fist though. Fenrir overgrowth and vacuum into wall. They've caught them all. Mushi tries to run them back, but Storm is here. How? Looking to clean up. The curse does nothing. Fnatic getting cleaned up at this mid lane. Ohio jumped on, and How? Vortex is ready. Cancel the TP and look for more. One hero remaining as Mushi makes his way out, and he's the last man standing. Let's go and split push bot lane, boys.
Yeah, like, they tried to go for Treant, they brought him down in the end, but it was just too late. He got all of his spell stuff, he got the ulti off, they got the perfect vacuum wall with the mechanism and the graves, and yeah, it's just, they tried to go for the surprise play, and I can't really blame them for it because they have to do something.
Oh man, how? Is that really the play? Zip across half the map with the Orchid. But he's not going to land on Tamushi, not do enough damage, and mid-ranks.
Yeah, that's fine. Like, as you see, they don't really need him for pushing right now.
Like, Mushi has been forced all the way down to this bot tier 1. Supra. He's got the damage. They take down the melee, back themselves up. The range Drax is a little bit of an over. What a few single target spells there they can actually throw back onto them.
Yeah. Do you know if it works on the Wind Driven ulti? It should, right?
I don't know. I guess so. Storm going in there. KYX much caught out. And how? With the local storm on him, the Viper strike gets bounced back onto the Viper, and he finds that kill there. I guess so, because it's single target with an AoE addition.
Yeah.
We'll see if it works that way. I don't see why not. But Ohio now in a pretty rough spot. He'll get the snowball down and stun up Hal. Hal still has Aegis Immortal though, as well as Living Armor, 19 Bloodstone charges. He'll get the vacuum wall into Overgrowth, and Hal zips back into Ohio. He's going to clean up here. KYXY return to the land of the living, but not for long as he gets taken out. Fnatic lose 4, with Mushi up at his top lane pushing away. Not available for the defense of his own base, and GG is cold as Fnatic tap out 25 minutes in.
Yeah, very dominant game from Vici Gaming. When you think about it, it comes a lot down to like the early rotations that Mushi tried to do with his level 5 Ember Spirit, which I really don't agree with. But if it worked, I would probably praise him, so that's just how it is. And
I guess it's one of those matchups where, it's Vici, you know, maybe drafting wise we've got a good chance here, but we've got to make those little plays where maybe